I'm just gonna do it. Welcome everyone
Wow.
to this evening's showcase. Uh, so while we're waiting on the others, I will just say why I'm doing this. Um, Hold on one second. Oh, let's see. Okay, good. All right. Hold on a second. Let me just. Okay. Yeah. So the purpose of doing this showcase is during 2020, right? I realized that a lot of businesses folded and went under. However, I realized there was hope because some businesses repurposed, and you know, and also, could you call Miss Love for me and see where she is? And also, like more millionaires were birthed in 2020 than other years. Seriously. And that gave me hope because it says that we united together, we become stronger.
Mhm.
United together, when we support each other, then we can flourish. And so I just wanted to uh, let others know about, some folks that I know that have businesses or services to offer for our communities that are not well known about. So this is the platform, and this is the purpose. This is the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm going to, once I introduce you, I'm going to ask you to just say, something about yourself, how you got started in your business or your service, and uh, so did you call her?
I called her. She just messaged that. And I just said we're live.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. It's too late to type it in now. Okay. So sorry, I was just getting a text. But yeah, so since you are both on early, and Suzanne, since you're driving, how about, oh, welcome, Miss Love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're also streaming live on Facebook as well. Suzanne is currently driving. So let me start. I'm your host. My name is Florencia Chang-Ageda. I'm a published author. And and we have so far Mr. Marquise Dame, a young man I met in 2020, right? And we have Suzanne Griffith, realtor and accountant. And I'm gonna let you tell, what it is you do. And we have Mrs. Thais Love. She has many titles, so I'll also let her give her titles. Well, Suzanne, since you're driving, I'm going to let you go ahead and start. So why don't you tell us, we gave your name. Let me find, where is the information to put up? I can find the screen. Hold on one second. All right, I was looking for the screen to share your information. Hold on. Um, so Suzanne, let me just say, Suzanne resides in Maryland currently. However, she's a certified accountant for um, all states, and she is, her information should be coming up right about now. So, okay. So there's Suzanne's information. You should be seeing that. So if you need to take it down, if you need an accountant, it's tax season. So, you can go to
Suzanne,
CNS
one to
Income,
go to.
Income Tax Services, and she's a realtor in the Maryland area. So Suzanne, why don't you tell us a little about, or let me ask this. She's an accountant. Do you guys have any questions for Suzanne?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So Suzanne, would you like to tell us a little bit about, what your business entails?
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good
As
evening.
Florence
Good evening.
said, my name is Susan Griffith. I'm originally a New Yorker, moved to Maryland 15, 16 years ago, and currently I've been doing taxes for over 20 years. I'm a licensed tax preparer. I can do taxes in any state. Um, I do individual tax. I do business taxes. I can do corporation taxes. I assist with audits, IRS audit, anything, bookkeeping, small business bookkeeping. So that can be found year round. A lot of accountants, once you do their tax, once they do your tax, most cases you can't, most times you cannot find them year round. They're only there for tax season. And if you have a question, a concern, something needs to be taken care of, they don't return calls. That's some of the complaints I've been hearing from the people that that come to me. I'm reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and if I don't know the answer, I'll find it out. I'm resourceful. I'll find the answer out. Also, licensed real estate realtor in Maryland, the DMV area. I work with a great team of people that we assist in, home buying, home selling, foreclosure, short sale. We meet your real estate needs. I can assist in other states, but I have people that I work with that I do referral, and we work together to assist you in your real estate needs. So these are the two. I'm getting also into investing and to getting, flipping houses, buying, fixing, buy and hold. So any question you have, don't be afraid to call, ask, and I'll have the answer. Or if I don't have the answer, I'll get the answer for you and get back to you.
Okay, thank you. And as you see on the screen, Suzanne's email, she can be reached at suzanne.griffith.bennettrealtysolutions.com. Oh, buy and sell with Susie at
Right,
gmail.com. Buy and
right.
sell with, and that's easy. It's just buy and sell with Susie at gmail.com. For income tax, you can email her at cssgriffith@gmail.com. Okay, so look out for Miss Suzanne. And if you know anyone who needs to purchase a house or needs their income taxes to be done, then you can always reach out to Suzanne. So thanks, Sue. She is on her
Thank
way,
you.
actually driving back to Maryland from New York. That's how dedicated
Yes,
she is. She drove to New York for
yes,
some clients, and she's on her way back. So she's actually driving right now. So this is the reason. But Suzanne, you can stay on to hear the other services,
yes,
because we're here to
definitely,
support each other. And well, let me
definitely.
tell you something. She is someone who's once she knows any of us, as standing together as a people, she always supports and shares information, whatever you need. That's the kind of person Suzanne is. So, we're glad and thankful to have Suzanne on the line. There's a lady named Lowen that I'm going to try to see if, and if we can't showcase her in the next one, we will have her products. Okay. So, and if anyone who needs anything on here, just share the information. Okay. So thank you, Suzanne. Stay on. And now, Mr. Dames, let me get your information. Hold on. Let me slide over, change the slide. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. One, wait, hold on. I think I passed you. Hold on 1 second.
No problem.
Um, okay, here you are. Share, hold on a second. Mouse, share the screen. share. I need to share his information. Okay, there. Are you seeing his information? Are you seeing your information up there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Mr. Marquis Dames of Open Grounds Community. His number is 646-671-1972.
Is that
Mr. Dames.
seven? It was supposed to be 1942.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is 1942. Where did I get 7 from? So why don't you tell us about yourself and how you got started and the kind of business that you're promoting, or sharing with
No
us.
problem. My name is Marquise Dames. I'm a professional MMA fighter. I'm a licensed boxer, kickboxer, MMA fighter, and licensed Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. We in Open Bounds community, we specialize in an assortment of self-defense for the most part, but we really like to focus on health and well-being of our clientele. We try to focus on the younger groups and the older groups of people so that we really can keep them safe. It's not so much of a sports based program as much as it is a health and wellness based program. We have a range of gyms that we train in, from boxing to mixed martial arts to self defense. We even have a specific women's self defense classes that we teach in the winter
Oh, you
because,
do?
women, yeah, women, you carry bags and you have heavy jackets. So we like to show you how to defend yourself. If someone was trying to take your bag or attack you, or let's say you're in a situation where you couldn't reach, your phone or get to help, we want to let you just feel safe and just comfortable knowing that you'll be okay in a lot of these situations. So our classes specialize in a range of martial arts, but mostly we try to sit down, know our clientele personally, give them an opportunity to understand it's not just, fighting and kicking. It's more along the lines about self-preservation and understanding how to take care of yourself and self-defense, just knowing how to protect yourself. And if possible, teach other people. So we try to create a real community atmosphere with that. Every gym that we go to, we stretch out our program just a little bit further. And like I said, we specialize with the kids, of course, because they are the most active and they are protectors. They will grow to
Right.
be our protectors. And when we think about the older people, we just want to make sure they feel safe. Whether you have a spouse or just people around you when you need some help, you just generally need to know certain things about your health, about your life, things that'll help you go through life that much easier. We don't want you to be limited in any sense. Like, once you meet me personally, I don't want you to be limited in any sense of the world when it comes to health or just betterment of yourself. And just try to offer that as much as possible, which is why we're called Open Grounds, because we literally train anywhere. And I'm talking about, we range from parks to gyms. So we even made house calls. We've come with all the
Okay.
gear. Yeah, for people who can't really go too far. Like, I've even been out to Maryland for 3 of my clients.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, something that I'm really enthusiastic about, and my team is very enthusiastic about as well. So we just really try to help as many people as we can. And me being an active fighter, I want to inspire as many people as I can to just generally stay healthy and be able to protect yourselves. And
Okay.
for the most, yeah, that's what we do.
So, so how many people are in your team?
There is, right now, the team is kind of small. It's 5 of us. There is me, as you see, the personal trainer and active fighter. We have another active fighter. We have a bodybuilding coach and a weight loss coach. We have 2 nutritionists, and one of those nutritionists runs our website as well.
Okay. Wait, we didn't have your website information. What is your website information? But,
Opengrounds.nyc. I'm
oh,
sorry, I didn't get a chance to send you my card, Sister Chang. It's just the week was very hectic with all the bad weather.
I got
So it
you.
was just, yeah, it was a
I
lot
got,
of running around, and I
yeah.
definitely forgot to send you over my business card and my website, but
Okay.
everything's up there.
Well, I'll put it on, when you can always send it to me and I'll put it up on the
I'll send it over
feed
right after
after.
the conversation.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. Thank you. Thank you
No
very
problem.
much. So we have Marquise and he's there. It's about wellness and protection and, you know, you can defend yourself and stay healthy, right?
Mhm.
Good,
That's pretty
good.
much how we met too.
Right. Yes. Exactly, exactly. A young man who has turned his life around, by the way, and is doing great. So
Thank
to
you.
God be the
Thank you.
glory. Yes, yes, it's good having you. Yeah, so we'll have Mr. Sam Tate, Professor Sam Tate is on the line, and so
Okay.
we're going to,
Wait, love, Flo?
yes,
Flo? I have
yes.
a question. Where is he located? Where is he located? You didn't say
Brooklyn, New
where he's
York.
located.
I
In
am so sorry.
Brooklyn?
Yeah,
Brooklyn, New York. Okay.
I'm located in Brooklyn,
Where in
but
Brooklyn?
wherever you are, I'll go to you if you can't make it to Brooklyn.
It's called Open Grounds
Open
Community.
ground
He
community.
he travels to wherever, you know. Yeah.
Okay, you're traveling.
Yes.
You're a
We
traveler.
do have
Okay.
facilities in New
All
York.
right. Thank you.
Where's your facility in New York
In
located?
Maryland too?
There's one in Queens, the one that we have in the church with the pastor, and there is another one that we have in New Jersey,
Okay.
Hoboken.
All right. So you'll send me those information and I'll give it
Absolutely.
out, Suzanne. He also said he travels to Maryland. So there you
Hmm.
go.
I
You
was
know,
at
the
Silver
thing about
Springs not too long ago.
so Sue, you know
Okay.
a lot of people. So if you know a group of people who would like to be trained, how about arranging, right? If you have a place and
Sounds like a plan.
there you go. So there you go.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Do the link up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I
Sounds
think
perfect.
Mrs. Love had a question.
Yes, I wanted to know, do you have online classes?
We have not gotten to online classes as of yet,
Because when you
but
have the
definitely we
online
are working
classes,
in
let
that
me know.
direction.
My daughter loves. I will join in.
We are definitely working in that direction. Through the pandemic, that has been one of our goals too, to really
Yeah.
start performing online.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so thank you, Mr. James. Now, next
Thank
up
you.
is Professor Sam Tate. Professor Tate is the CEO of Brooklyn 45, and he's a professor at, wait, Professor, can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead.
That's a very interesting question. I'm a professor at Kingsborough Community College, CUNY
Yes.
University of New York. For those of you who have never ever heard about it, we are pretty much on the waterfront. So from my office, I can see the water, and that reminds me of being back home in Barbados, where we see the water being on the beach. So
That's my alma mater.
yes.
Oh, wow. What a
Yeah,
small world.
I graduated from
Wow.
Kingsborough.
Okay. Sorry I didn't get the opportunity to see you there. But
You wouldn't have, it been years ago.
well, I've been there for many years too. I've been there for more than 20 years.
Yee.
Okay,
Congrats.
okay.
Okay, that okay sounds as though you were there fewer than 20 years
Yeah.
ago.
Well, I graduated when I was, I think, 21. No, 20 or 21. So it's been over 20 years. So I think it was in 85.
Okay.
85, yeah. If you were there around that time, my major was accounting. So I don't know.
Well, I am not a figures person, so I would probably not have been in contact with you. But I appreciate what you do. Now that we are in COVID, there are two major things that Americans are concerned about. One is COVID, and the other is their finances.
Mhm.
So you are in a very important area that a lot of Americans are very concerned about. A lot of Americans have been listening to our president and seeing what he's going to be doing to provide monies for them.
Mhm.
Some of those monies, I'm sure, will be spent in your organization and in James' operation as well.
Yes. Yes.
But
We
I'm not
get
here to talk,
funding, Marquise.
I'm not here to talk about Kingsborough Community College.
No.
I'm here to talk about Brooklyn 45. We are a
Yeah.
cable television company.
Mhm.
Brooklyn 45 is a weekly public affairs television program. We discuss issues that are important to people who live in Brooklyn. We are now on YouTube as well. So people who live all over the world, but particularly people who live in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is important because Brooklyn has a population of 2.7 million people. And there are lots of,
Wow.
that O says you didn't know that?
I knew that, but I didn't know the exact number, but I know we overpopulated.
Yes, 2.7 million. If we were a state, we would be the third largest state in the United States. But we're not a state.
No. Oh.
But our objective is to use the power of television, and we use that to provide information that will enlighten and empower hundreds of thousands of Black people. Our focus is on Blacks, and lots of Blacks need information, need the kind of information that we provide. So we provide this information every Tuesday and every Thursday.
Yeah.
Twice every Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning and 8 o'clock in the evening, and twice every Thursday, same times, 9 in the morning, 8 in the evening. So if you have not yet watched Brooklyn 45, I would love to invite you to watch our programs.
Yes.
You can also go to our YouTube site, youtube.com/Brooklyn45TV.
What channel is it on?
I'm sorry?
What channels is it on?
Oh, we are actually on 4 channels.
Mhm.
Okay.
The four channels are, I don't know if any of you have RCN channel 82, but that's okay if you don't have RCN because we're on Spectrum. Used to be Time Warner, it's now Spectrum Time Warner, channel 1995. If you have FiOS, we're on channel 42. And if you have Optimum, we're on Optimum channel 67. So we are on the major TV channels, the major cable.
Gotcha.
So write it down and share. And Marquise, share it with the young people because he does
I definitely
a lot
will.
of, dealing with the issues of the youth in school, education, and issues of, even with COVID and everything and housing, you name it. But anyway, go ahead.
We have a program called Young Academic Achievers.
Okay.
And we have a program because too many of our Black youngsters are not doing well in middle school and in public school. We're not even talking about college.
Right.
By the time they get to college, they're not well prepared. So we highlight the achievements of middle school and high school kids. And the idea is to encourage other middle schoolers and other high schoolers to focus on doing well in school. That is a concern. I mean, I'm an educator, and unfortunately, when many Black students get to me, they're not well prepared. So we feature Black kids, and the idea is to help other kids and help their parents as well to encourage their kids to do well. Now that we have this thing that I am on now, that is my what are you guys on?
Zoom.
Yeah, what are you using for Zoom? Are you using television?
iPhone.
Are you using the internet, or are you using your iPhone?
iPhone, internet, laptops. Yeah.
unfortunately, too many of our kids spend too much time on their
Ooh,
iPhone.
I agree.
They register for the course, they register for the classes, and then they disappear. And we don't always see them because they're on their iPhone. Or when we do see them, we see them looking down all the time and not paying attention. So
Wow.
our concern is our kids.
Yes.
So we have a vision. Our vision is to be Black Brooklyn's first choice for information.
Yes. Mhm.
And
That's beautiful.
we want to have as our second vision to have a positive impact on our kids and make sure that our kids are prepared for school. Because if you look around, unless you're going to be one of the high-ranking techno men who are incidentally all white, unless you're going to be one of them, then you got to have a good education. So, and we want to also ensure that our broadcasts are streamed. We haven't begun streaming as yet, but we're going to be streaming later this year. But as I said earlier, our programs are on YouTube. So that's what we do. So if you are interested in any aspect of our programs, we usually have young people who are interns with us, and we introduce them to the 3 areas of television production. One is the planning, we call it pre-production, and they help us research issues, research topics. They work with us confirming guests, and they work with us on writing the questions and writing possible answers. So that is our pre-production. Our actual production is our recordings. We record every Wednesday. We're not in the studio because everything is now virtual. So we tape on Wednesdays, and we tape 2 programs on Wednesdays. So they work with us in terms of helping us with the setup and ensuring that our guests are well prepared. We want to make sure that our guests have proper microphones, or our guests, their cameras have the right lighting, so that the quality of the pictures can be sharp. And then most importantly, they help us in post-production. That is in the editing, that is in our post-production, that is letting people know who we are on YouTube, letting people know who we are on the internet. And all of that is very important. They help us promote our programs on our website and through our email blasts. So if you know any young people who would like to volunteer to work with us, we'd be happy to have them work with us in either pre-production or production or post-production. So I don't want to go on. I can go on for 3 hours, and I don't want to do that. But if you have any questions, I'll be very happy to answer questions.
Yes. Go ahead, Ms. Love.
Yes, I was wondering, you're asking for student volunteers, but do you train the students in the communication arts?
We are not training right now because we are not in the studios because of COVID. The studios are on lockdown, so everything that we do now is virtual. So we don't really have the opportunity to do the training that we would love to do. However, we do work with them if they want to work with us in the production area or the post-production area. Then some of our production team can work with them in those areas. But it's better when we're in the studio, because we also in the studio we pay for them to get training in the TV studios. The Brick TV studios downtown Brooklyn. But we'd be happy to work with them, working with social media, working on our website and so on.
Nice.
But the persons who we work with are persons who are tech savvy and who know the internet. It's only when we get back into the studio that we can actually do the hands-on training.
So if you know of anyone who's tech savvy, someone who knows about IG and, you know, how to maneuver Facebook and, you know, all the platforms on which you can be promoted, then, you know, you can,
We'd love to have them work with us. We'd
yeah,
love to have them work with us
yeah.
because that is an opportunity for them to prepare themselves for the future. Or future, as you know, churches are closed. Many churches are closed. Many schools are still closed. Colleges are still closed. I mean, in terms of face-to-face,
Right,
Kingsburg, there's no face-to-face learning.
right.
And so a lot of what we do in church, in school, many businesses, unfortunately, are also closed. Many restaurants are still closed. There are some who allow a limited number of persons to eat indoors, but many of the restaurants are closed. So we live in a new world.
Yes, we do.
And we love to be able to have our kids work with us so that they can also get an understanding and more knowledge and exposure to this new world that we are in.
Yes, yes. So thank you, Professor Tate. And please stay on just in case, you know, someone else comes in and has some questions, you know, or, you know, we can just do a second round of just reintroducing everyone on here. And now we're going to move on to Mrs. Thais Love of Dunamis Sound Minds. And hold on, I'm putting up the screen. Okay,
All right.
there she is. So Mrs. Thais Love of Dunamis Sound Mind, and her telephone number is 718-576-8110. So Mrs. Love, she wears many hats, by the way. And she's a chaplain, she's a minister, like all legit, okay? So and she is certified in, I think, what she's going to let you know about now. So can you tell us
Sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity to come and share and just explain what it is that I do. And I am Thais Love, like um, uh, Minister Chang-Ageda said, that I wear many hats. And I am the founder and director of Dunamis Sound Mind Services. I am a certified energy medicine practitioner. I am also a certified cognitive behavioral therapist, also a certified life coach, life and mental health coach, holistic wellness practitioner as well. I'm a chaplain, licensed chaplain, minister. So I can even do your spiritual care services, which are listed as some of the services that I provide. What I do is I strongly believe in health and wellness, particularly holistic health and wellness. Here in, you know, tradition here in the United States, we practice westernized medicine, which treats the symptom, not the issue. And that shows so heavily, even when it comes down to mental health and mental illness. Many times when someone's experiencing issues with poor mental health, they may be undiagnosed with mental illness, they are treated based on the symptoms that are visible or the symptoms that they can verbally express. a lot of times, you know, if you've gone undiagnosed, you may not even know what it is. You just know what you might be experiencing, or the family member might tell the doctor what they observed. Okay. And, you know, because of Western medicine, they treat the symptom. So they treat you based on what was observed or what you articulated seems to be your problem. But yeah, I love the fact that I've been trained in energy medicine, which is the healing mode that I use is pranic healing. And prana is a Sanskrit word which means energy. Okay. And so we treat people with mental health, poor mental health issues, as well as people who have mental illness and mental mental health disorders. We treat all of those without chemicals and medication. In Western medicine, they are very quick to give you a pill or give you some kind of drug that is supposed to alter your behavior in some kind of way. Many times my clients, they wind up getting addicted to these medications and still have problems. And then on top of the addiction, okay? And so very often they are misdiagnosed, especially my clients of color are very often misdiagnosed, if diagnosed at all. And then they're taking medications based on the misdiagnosis that they received. And they're going through a whole lot of issues, you know, stemming from that. And so what I do is with the use of energy medicine, holistically, we look at the whole person, not just the symptoms or the behaviors that they're currently exhibiting. We look at the family background. We look at, we talk to the client and find out in their words, what do they perceive is going on with them? Okay, because a lot of times, no one is talking with the client. You know, somebody saw them act this way, somebody said something else, the doctor might have observed this or observed that, and then make a diagnosis and tell the client, well, this is what's wrong with you.
Oh.
And you know, that's why so many of our people do not trust and go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist because of that reason. And then even those that do go, they get prescribed medication, they take the medication, and the medication makes them feel a way, doesn't make them feel better. You know, they have to deal with the side effects of the medications, and then try to wean themselves off of that. So a lot of times they just stop taking medication at all, you know, and then the behavior, the mentally ill behavior persists or gets worse. So then that same person starts self-medicating. And then on top of the mental illness that's still undiagnosed or misdiagnosed, they have substance misuse going on, and that compounds the issue and the problem. And so, you know, being able to treat holistically, when you're treating holistically, you deal with the not only the symptoms, but you get to the root and the cause of the symptoms.
Okay.
And that way, you know, you really you get a much better result. And also in some cases you even you prevent mental illness. Sometimes people are simply going through a rough time and they may be experiencing poor mental health. Okay, there's a difference between poor mental health and mental illness. Okay, poor mental health is, you know, you're starting to have a problem, you know, and you can fix it. You can, you know, correct it. Some mental illness actually can be corrected and fixed and knocked out. Others, they said there's no cure for it, but you know, the person won't get a cure if or even get treated right if they're totally misdiagnosed and constantly misdiagnosed. Okay, so I'm very, very passionate, as you can see, about what it is that I do. I spend a lot of time, just as much time seeing clients as I do advocating for clients and for the mentally ill and the mentally challenged. And I also do a lot of motivational speaking and teaching, bringing awareness to different aspects of poor mental health in an attempt to prevent people from allowing their mental health to continue to go unchecked, so that they, you know, will wind up going from poor mental health sliding into mental illness. So I I spend a lot of time, you know, just teaching and bringing awareness so that people can, you know, check themselves and, you know, prevent mental illness, and start to work on their self-care and get the help that they need so that they can remedy the whole issue, not just the symptoms at the time. I've been, and so that's my work with as a cognitive behavioral therapist and energy health practitioner. Okay, so I don't prescribe medication at all. I strongly believe that there are so many other natural remedies that can be utilized so that, you know, you don't have to deal with substance dependency and things of that nature. But like I said, I don't prescribe medications at all. I utilize energy medicine with holistic techniques. So I'm trained in doing various breathing techniques, manipulating your chakras, so that you can release and remove stress and tension. Most of today's illnesses, most of the illnesses that people are experiencing are emotionally based, rooted, okay? And they stem from stress. Okay, so if you can alleviate the stress in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, if you can do that on a regular basis, you will live a much healthier life.
Agreed.
Okay, and so there are many things that you can do to promote better quality of life, promote and increase your overall health, okay? Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health, okay? And so I advocate for that, as well as when I'm treating clients, I let them know, and you know, that their self-care is part of their health, and
Yeah.
not to rely on this doctor and that doctor and someone else to tell you about what's going on within you.
Partner with
Check,
the doctor.
yeah, check yourself, and
I
come
agree.
in and do your checkup from the neck up, okay? um, and so, you know, I also utilize talk therapy, um, and coaching, life coaching, mental health coaching, um, wellness coaching as well. Because again, I stress treatment of the whole person,
Body. Yeah.
right? They're the whole body, you know,
Hmm.
mind, body,
Body
spirit,
and spirit.
soul. That's
Let's
it,
go.
all of it, you
Yeah.
Me, I
know.
swear, I have that written down for my clients. We don't
Really?
just focus. Yeah, I swear. I
No,
don't just
I believe
focus.
it, because
It's
that's what it
everything.
is.
It's everything.
Yes, yes. And I find that, you know, if you can encourage someone to take care of their whole self,
Hmm.
they will have less trips to the doctor. They
That's
will have, you know, less aggravation. They don't have to keep buying medication and all that kind of stuff. The body is wonderfully designed,
there for
Miraculous.
wonderfully
A
designed. We
marvel.
just
A
have to take
marvel.
care of it.
A
Yes,
yes.
marvel.
we just have to take care of it.
A
And,
marvel.
you know, what I simply do is just encourage people, okay, let's zero in on what the issue is. Let's, you know, remedy it. Let's release that stress and everything so that more doesn't compound on top of it. And then let's come up with a self-care plan so
Yeah.
that you can take care of yourself and maintain your health,
Yeah.
your
So,
total health. So that's what it is that I do. I've been doing this since what since 2008. Um, and then I relaunched my practice um, just last year, in the midst of a pandemic. Okay,
Me
wow.
too. Me
you
too.
know, and I mean, the need is so great.
It is. It
And
is.
then nowadays, with the way healthcare is going, um, you're going to need an alternative healthcare plan. Going to need it,
Yeah.
because it's going to it's just getting ridiculous. Doctors are in a position where they decide who should get treated fully and properly and who doesn't. A lot of our people died with COVID
Yeah.
simply because when the doctors realized that they didn't have enough equipment
Yeah.
to treat people, they made a decision. All right, that one
Yes.
over there, that one's going. This one over here, okay, we need that. You know, and I mean, we should not be in a position where the doctor arbitrarily chooses who lives and who dies.
Mhm.
That's
We
true.
have to do better as a people in taking care of ourselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't really expect anybody else to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, that's my public service announcement. um but yes, you can reach me on my website, Dunamis Sound Mind Services. I mean, dunamissoundmind.com.
It was on the
uh
information when she put it on the screen, but can you say it one more time so I can write it over?
Yes. I
sure,
put it
sure. My my website is dunamissoundmind.com, one word. Okay, Dunamis
Gotcha.
right? And then
Two S's or one?
dunamis is two S's because
Okay.
the S for
I'll
dunamis
send
at the
it to
end.
you. I'll text it to you.
Right,
That's
right,
the
right,
sound.
right. I know that word is something else, but
No, it's fine.
I love that word though, dunamis. It
Like
means
being
power.
Chigi is my word.
Oh, okay, all right now. And so my telephone number is 718-576-8110. What else? My email is dunamissoundmind@gmail.com, one word.
And you can be found on YouTube as
Yes,
well.
I'm on YouTube, Dunamis Sound Mind Services. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Dunamis Sound Mind Services, and Tyhees Love. That's TYHEESE, and then love, like real love, LOVE. That's
On
really my
Facebook.
name. And yeah, on Facebook, yes, yes. I do lives on the regular, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. And so where Mondays, I have the Me Time Monday show where I talk about different ways that you can do your self-care. Okay. Sundays, I have the Mind for Christ series where I talk about mental health and spirituality because I am a chaplain and minister. And so I talk to speak to people about spirituality and mental health. And then on Saturdays, I have the Sound Saturday show where I just speak and teach about just different topics as they relate to mental health. And I bring awareness to different things. For example, just yesterday, I did a live on disorderly eating. That's what the name of it was. And it was talking about eating disorders. Eating disorders is a form of mental illness. Okay. It's a disorder though. So
I have a
it's
client
mild.
right now dealing with that.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Well, it's good. It will be good to you see. So it's working out. It will be good to share information.
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. We gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Yes,
All right.
Tell
but
you
I
You
this, as
just
know.
soon as you started speaking, I already knew we were going to be in communication because a
All
lot of the
right
things
now.
that you focus on in your
and
business
so
is a lot
like
of the things that I focus on in my business. Being a CEO is easy until it's not.
yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. And you being a CEO, you gotta wear all these hats at the same time. You know,
All the
Professor Tate
time.
knows too,
Say
right?
no to jail.
and pay the
Professor
bills.
Tate, Professor Tate, you're the CEO of Brooklyn 45, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
what
And I know that I'm going to be inviting or minister to talk about eating disorders.
Oh, there you
Excellent. All right. Yeah, I'll be there. Let me know.
Look at that.
Yeah. Awesome.
see.
Awesome.
Yes,
Okay. So,
but I have a question for you, and it
Sure.
has nothing to do with what you talked about, but it has
Okay.
to do with perhaps a disorder. How do you feel about the COVID vaccine?
Okay. Well, the COVID vaccine, that's what they're calling it, but it's not really a vaccine because it does not cure.
Okay.
Okay, it does not cure. I'm on family, thank you. Anyway,
It happens. It happens in the life.
yeah, I'm home, and like, my family, they are all the way live.
Yes, yes.
And so, yes, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel that the COVID vaccine. It's not a vaccine
It's not a
in the
vaccine.
sense that it does not cure.
It says
It
so.
doesn't even prevent you from getting COVID. Okay.
Have you,
What?
have you taken it, and do you recommend that people take it?
Okay. I have not taken it. Personally, I think that that's you know, I have not taken it, and I'm not rushing to take it. Okay. I'm gonna just be honest. Okay. But I do feel that the vaccine so far has not shown much of an impact. Even before the vaccine, 80% of the people that came down with COVID
We're healed.
survived and were were healed of it without a vaccine. Okay, 80%. All right, and so that means that 20% did not. All right, but I think that those stats are better than the stats with the vaccine. I'm gonna just,
Mathematically speaking.
Yeah, mathematically,
Oh,
and
Brenda did say the numbers speak.
yeah,
As a health
I
professional, I don't
I
really
just
think
think
we even need the vaccine.
I'm very concerned about the fact that it has not been tested. The vaccine, quote unquote, has not been tested fully, and
It is being
therefore
tested now.
it's being tested as we speak. Yes, on people that are taking it,
Mhm.
thinking that it's a cure,
That's agreeing to
and it's
take the
not.
vaccine. They're the test subject.
Volunteering to take the vaccine, and it is on record law that if you take the vaccine and you get the COVID, if you die or not, you cannot sue. You cannot sue because you took the vaccine understanding that it does not cure, understanding that it does not prevent COVID. Okay. You took the
Something to
vaccine,
think
you
about.
volunteered. Right. That's something to think about. Like, I don't know about you, but like with other medications, even the ones that they advertise on TV, they at least let you know what the side effects are before you go run out and try to get that medication, so that when you take it and you start experiencing those side effects, you were aware, okay, yeah, this might cause vomiting or what have you. The COVID vaccine is being advertised to go take it, but they are not saying what the side effects are because they don't know. They are not saying what could happen, or they're not even saying that this is not a cure. The news is saying that, and that's only in certain places, but when they advertise the vaccine on the TV, they don't say a disclaimer. They say, oh, run out and get it. It's a vaccine, and they show you all these people that are taking it and they're smiling and everything, like as if, everything is okay. But yeah, that's my spin on it. So I do not personally, I'm not rushing out to take it. Personally, I think I'd rather take
You're
my
ready to
chances.
see.
With
Wearing
the
a mask.
80%, 20%. That's me personally. As far as recommending, that's beyond my scope. I deal with the mind.
That
So
should be between
from the
you and
mind's
doctors.
perspective, think about it. That's what I recommend. You
The
think
open
about it.
grounds perspective, don't take it. Stay healthy, hit the gym, breathe. As
But
long as you're
yes,
functional,
yes.
even if you did, God forbid, contract the COVID 19 virus, if you're still functioning, you're still breathing, you're still alive, there's no reason to topple that with they calling a cure for it if your body already weans the virus out. They
That
say
is so
it.
true.
Once your body reaches a certain level of heat, it'll burn it right out. And that's just you moving, being healthy, being alive, being active. It's health.
Another
Professor,
another
you
thing
started?
as an energy health practitioner,
Woo.
utilizing just energy. Okay, we actually have COVID-19 protocols that
Nice.
they don't cure. Well, we don't say that we cure, all right, but we do help the body recover, and we do help strengthen the immune system, which is what you use to fight that thing off. We do have protocols where we utilize to strengthen people's immune system so that they can recover faster, and recover wholly. Okay. We even utilize those COVID-19, those same COVID-19 protocols to cut down exposure. Okay. So like once you've been exposed, if you do your breathing, like he said, if you do your breathing, you exercise, you eat right, you get your sleep, you make sure that your immune system is strong,
Mhm.
your body will deal with it with a quickness. Okay. Yeah. And I personally would rather do that than take on a vaccine, quote unquote, that I don't know too much about. I don't know the side effects. I take the vaccine and all of a sudden I grew an extra foot and I didn't understand
Oh,
where it came from. I'm just saying.
no, you're
That's me.
not. You're not. You're
That's
not.
that's
No,
just
I
me.
don't think you are. You see what you started, Professor Tate.
Yes, I see. But it's important because
No, you're right. I mean, this is the thing that we do have certain issues that we talk about that folks don't talk about or want to address, but it has
and you know that black people more than whites have this fear about the vaccine.
yeah.
And in fact, if you go to YouTube and you watch my interview with Congressman Jeffries,
Okay.
we had him on the air last week. He had something to say about that as well. What he said though is that blacks are wrong not to take the vaccine.
Oh, he said that, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll watch it, right, Miss Deacon Love? We're gonna watch it. We'll watch.
Did he take the vaccine?
Yeah, he said he did.
Okay. I mean,
I haven't, but he said he did.
Okay, and that, like I said, I could only speak for what I would do.
Yes.
In terms of whether or not you should take the vaccine, there are many people whose job is requiring them to take the vaccine. So it's not even like they have a choice.
Yeah, for some people it's mandatory. Yeah.
It's mandatory for them to take the vaccine, and so they have to take it, otherwise they lose their job. So they may not even want to take it, but they need their job.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're in that situation, you got to make the call. But
I have a couple of cousins who are medical doctors. One's in Queens and one's in Boston, and they both face that issue. Last time I spoke to the one in Queens, she was totally avoiding it because she didn't actually have to go into an office to see her patients currently because of the whole situation with her husband. So she was getting away with that. So, but for how long, we do not know. But
right.
we'll see. But that's just one of the things. And I just wanted to go back to just address something that Mrs. Love talked about in the breathing exercises. I wanted to say yesterday, I had a Zoom yesterday, a different Zoom yesterday, because I do have a Sabbath Zoom that I do. And so the topic yesterday was the privilege of stillness and peace, and just having peace and exercising the noises out of our heads, because as she said before, many times
Sorry, my phone died.
Huh?
My phone had died.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. No, we were just ending that conversation there.
Oh,
But I was saying our bodies go through, in order to, we store hurts, pains, abuse, stress, and all these things, and it clogs us up and makes us ill. And
yeah.
so the Sabbath, my Sabbath Zoom that I do, it's worship time. The word is brought. And but we also, because God deals with us holistically, he wanted us to be well and to be rid of the things inside our bodies. So one of the things we did was the breathing exercise. We only did 3, right? We did 3 breaths.
3 breaths. Yeah.
And I told them was one for God the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Spirit. And we breathe in whatever we needed. So if someone needed strength, if someone needed peace, if someone needed energy, and breathe out if it was abuse, strife, anger, illness, pain, whatever it was. Listen, Professor Tate and Marquise and Suzanne. So we just did that, and I thought, okay, that's it. Well, amen. Feeling all loose. No. So Miss Love asked, well, who experienced? What did you experience? 2 people on there got instant relief from sinus. And I must say, I'm telling you this, I just spoke to Crystal earlier before getting on the Zoom. James still has had no pain, no sinus pain from yesterday until today.
Awesome.
That's beautiful.
And got relief. And a person had a pain in her shoulder, Professor. Listen, I'm telling you, you should try it. There's a reason why I'm saying it. Seriously. And instantaneous, she was like, wait. No, we're not trying to make this up. And my son with his back.
We're not making it up.
He's a tech person. And because he's not going into the office, he's on the computer, in front of the computer and trying to troubleshoot from where, and got relief in his back. Yeah. I am just saying, so it really, really works.
I get those kind of
testimony.
Yeah.
I suffer from migraines every now and then, and they are just very episodic and random at its very best. They would try to prescribe me all types of medications, but I really don't agree with medications. I don't like to take them because of the lifestyle that I live.
Right.
And something that I've started doing recently, and I got recently recommended by the doctor because I just started breathing a lot more. Like when I would go run, I would wear my ventilation mask. Like as soon as I would feel maybe a migraine coming on, I throw on my ventilation mask and I'll breathe. And when I went to go see the neurologist, maybe about a week ago, he's like, yeah, they're now prescribing oxygen for what you're going through. I'm like, oh, just breathing? Oh, okay, because I've been doing that. I feel a lot better. I'm just following up. So I have one more appointment with them on April 5th. And I've been doing so much better. And it's honestly just been a lot of breathing. Just, you have to clear your mind, your body, your spirit, your airways, everything. It has to come in, it has to go back. That's how we are as humans. We take in the good, we release everything else.
Release the bad. There you go.
It has to keep going like that, because anything that clogs it up, you will feel. You will. It's real. It is real.
You're right. You're right. I mean, sometimes, when I, do a breathing demonstration, you get really, really quick results. And I get that response. People will be like, wait, the pain is gone.
Yeah.
Not eased, it's gone. I'm like, it works. Yeah. But if you really look at it, well, as we go through our day, we breathe, but we don't breathe deeply.
Oh, absolutely not.
And our bodies are designed. God designed our bodies in such a way that he gave us the ruach, the breath of life.
Yes.
Okay? All right. And he designed it so that
Absolutely.
we are supposed to live off of the breath of life.
Exactly.
I tell my clients that on the treadmill every day. When they get tired, I say just take a deep breath in
Yes.
through your nose, out through your mouth.
Yes. And you can
Once you can catch your breath, you'll find it's yours.
Yes.
It's your breath. You're losing
Yes.
it because you're letting it go. You're,
Yes.
you're trying to catch it. Take
You
it
are
That's
in,
right.
breathe it out.
Exactly.
that's true.
Once
Just
you
breathe it
control
all the
it,
way
you can
out.
breathe. Your legs disappear. You can run for miles. There, oh
That's
my
true.
God.
That
Oh
is
my
true.
God. I can feel. Yes. Just
That,
keep going.
That's where you get the energy from. When you take
Yes.
in that deep
Hands
breath,
down.
you don't have to take in many. You take in a couple of deep breaths, you
2,
actually
3.
energize every cell in your body.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Every cell in your body instantly.
Yes.
Okay. And that's why you get energized. You sit there and you take in 3 deep breaths, just 3. You tired or you sleepy and you take 3 deep breaths in, you're fired up.
That's
Okay.
true.
I tell some of my
That's the
clients
kickstart.
that smoke weed. I'm like, what are you doing? I can get higher than you can without smoking no weed.
Run for 8 minutes
I
at your very best. You'll get high. It's
tell
called a runner's high.
I give you do 5 maybe deep breaths. Take them in, hold them for about 5 seconds, then let it all out. You
Well, they
do that
can't hold them
5
for 5
times.
seconds.
If they right, they don't even have to hold it for 5 seconds. 3, okay? Just so that that fresh oxygen, just resonate and germinate all through
Resonates
your
all
body.
through you.
And I have done it with some of my clients that smoke weed, and they're like, you know what? You right. You right. I got one client though, we're still working on him. He uses the breathing techniques as he's smoking weed, and he said he can get high faster.
Okay.
Okay. So we're still working with him. We're still working with him.
We'll
All
just
right.
pray for that.
I'm just
I got
saying.
no answer
But
for that one.
it still works.
We'll pray for that person.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to say that because this is something, it happens. We see it, and James till today, when we called today, like I was still I had another exercise that I wanted us all to do, which was a praying exercise, just a minute of praying, a minute of listening. And he said, well, wait. He just noticed he no longer had the sinus pain. So we take for granted, God really created our bodies. And even though this showcase is not for this, but we're having the Wake the Town and Tell the People. So we'll be discussing more of that on there. But he created our bodies to mend when we get rest, when we treat it right. And as you said, I remembered when I didn't like running. And one of my, the teachers who did PE, physical education, said, breathe. That's all it is. Breathe. And a lot of folks have panic anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
Sometimes either before they speak, going into uncertain situations, listening to the news. So many folks I've heard talk about panic anxiety attacks. And so that says that a lot of people are just breathing shallow, because when you have an anxiety attack, your breathing is like, you figure that's it. So but when you take that deep breath, and you can breathe into a paper bag. If you have paper bag, you can breathe into the paper bag. There are ways. So the breathing really does it is our life, for us to
It's our
live
life force.
and have a better life.
It
A
is.
life
It's
sustainer.
it is.
It is.
It truly is.
With the pranic healing, we have a protocol for migraines. Okay.
Oh, we
No
definitely will
medication.
talk soon.
Yeah, we
Miss.
need to talk. We need to talk.
You don't gotta tell me anymore. I'm bored.
All right. All right.
I'm bored.
Okay, so right here, so we have Suzanne, who is the accountant and realtor. We have Professor Sam Tate, and already he's linking up with Mrs. Thais Love, who is a therapist,
So
and
will I.
we have
All right now, let's go.
Marquise James, and so there are a whole lot of intercrossing. So this is all the work of God, I have to say. So I thank you.
All be the
Do you
glory given to
see?
God.
Yes.
I am saying,
Yes.
Can I say so? Can I say something?
yes, you may. Go ahead.
Marquis,
Yes.
for the migraine, I have a tax client that will suffer with migraine on a regular basis, and she just cold stopped eating meat, especially beef, red meat, because and still the migraine completely went away when she stopped eating meat, because the chemicals that they use to blow up this meat to get more out of it so it can
That's
grow
something.
overnight, that chemical comes into our body. So the breathing technique is excellent, but if you also stop eating meat, or just organic meat, but just stop eating meat, the regular meat that's in the world, trust me, your migraine won't come back.
Thank
They
you.
have no
I
cure.
will
They
put it
have
into
no cure
practice.
for they have no cure for a lot of these things. They just need to milk the insurance, and give you unnecessary medication that,
No cure.
like
But God
Ms.
made the
Thais
herbs.
said, it treats the symptoms and not the cause,
Right.
and they don't know the cause.
Right.
And if they did know the cause, they're not willing to tell you because they need to make money off of you. Just like the corona topic we was having, there's a lot of natural cures for corona, a lot, but they won't tell you sweat over a pot with hot water.
You might want to have that conversation with Mr. Marquise privately, okay?
All right, good.
We don't want to be sick. You might just want to have the with Mr. Marquise. But
We will be.
we were supposed to have Dr. Renee Jones from Maximizing Abilities Rehab LLC. She was supposed to have been on. She's not feeling well, but I'll do another showcase and she'll be on that. But she's located in Philadelphia, and her business is a geriatric home-based outpatient physical therapy practice. And she serves Philadelphia and the surrounding areas. So if you know anyone in that area that needs physical therapy and they're older, she and her team will go out to them. So she can be reached. I will put her information in the chat. She does have a website, and I did have all that information typed up, and but I will put it in the chat after. But just in case, if you know of anyone in that area. I also wanted to introduce some fruit. You're talking about eating healthy. There's some really good fruits that you can. This is naseberry, if you're from the islands or not. Naseberry. This is a mango. Do you see how beautiful this mango is? And smelling real good. Dragon fruit. This, if you're not well, this is an excellent source of vitamin C. Let me tell you something. You're feeling unwell, eat this. I should cut these. Anyone has a knife? Next time I'll do a demonstration on that. And pineapple. Pineapple is like antibiotic. All right, I don't want the pharmaceutical company to go after me, but I'm just saying. God made the natural fruits, okay, for us to eat. And you can get these beautiful fruits at the La Bay Market. It is located at Nostrand and Midwood. It's 1127 Nostrand Avenue, okay?
I am very familiar.
Right. They have soursop, and they have all manner of herbs there.
And star fruit.
What? Right, Marquise? Excellent fruit. Yeah. Do you see? This is a small world. So, God is a mighty good God. And as talking about healing, another healing meal, listen, but I won't talk about that book today. But as I talk about the healing meal, okay, the meal called communion. The thing about it, I just want to say that God has made for us freely what can cure and heal. When we don't take care of our bodies, then we need doctors. But we should always go to the doctor and get tested, get our bloods checked, do the physical. God did give them the wisdom, right? They went to school to learn. So they do have at least what they learn, right? And what they don't know, God knows, right? So we'll do what we need to do to take care of our bodies. So I just wanted to to showcase Miss Suzanne with her with the income tax as an accountant. She can do business, personal, right? She's a realtor. It's about our people, as Professor Tate said. Brooklyn 45, which is on Optimum, and it's on, well, let me see the channels. It's on Optimum channel
What?
67,
I apologize, Professor Tate. What time does the shows come on?
9 a.m. in the morning and 8 p.m. at night on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So twice on
Okay.
Tuesdays, twice on Thursdays, 9 a.m.
I
and
will be tuning in this week.
8 p.m.
Okay, good, good.
And he's also
Yeah.
on YouTube. You can just put in Brooklyn 45 on YouTube, I'm sure. And he's on RCN 82, Spectrum 1995, Fios Channel 42. Let's support our people. Let's support and he has a lot of great content. I'm not saying this but because I've watched many of the contents. Like a lot of times information is there and we don't know that it's there. So, he puts out great content. So go on YouTube, you can watch. The good thing about YouTube, it will be there forever. Okay, you can always catch the back episodes, and just let's keep following up with Optimum. If you're on Optimum, whatever channel, whatever you're on, where you get your television, your cable television service from. Okay, and Mrs. Love, Dunamis.
Dunamis.
Let me not say it incorrectly. Dunamis, Dunamis.
Yes.
Okay. Power, the power of the sound mind. God has blessed us with the power of a sound mind. Okay. 718-576-8110. I'm going to put all the numbers in the chat, all the information in the chat so that, you can go back, revisit it.
I'll also put my card and my information in there too for my website because I know I didn't send it to you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, I'm grateful. The Lord just instructed me to do this. So I'm doing what he instructed me to do to let our people know that we're here. We provide great service. We provide great businesses. We have great minds that God has blessed us with. And we're here to encourage each other and to support each other. And, whenever I find anything that is good, I tell the world about it. Okay, that's just how I am. And so the fact that there's a showcase tells. So wherever you go and whatever you do, as long as I know your product or service is good, I will support and showcase you. I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Marquise and Suzanne. Suzanne is on the road heading home. That's how dedicated she is. You see what I'm talking about? I have here dedicated folks who wants the best.
I came from the gym and came right on the conference.
God is amazing. I give God all the praise, glory, and honor. So I thank you all for joining.
I did a live and came right on the conference right after the live. Yeah.
Look, I'm still waiting
Exactly.
to eat dinner.
Oh, look at that. Is that
I'm
asparagus?
still waiting. Yes, this asparagus and some scrambled eggs.
Asparagus is very good for you. And my daughter like
protein. All right.
When
I love it. Coming straight from the gym.
Marquise, whenever
Yes.
you look, she's here. Do you want to show your face? She's right here. But listen, once you go virtual, we're on because
I got you. No problem. We're working on it as soon as possible.
Yes. Okay. So thank you, guys. Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
It's nice to
Any
meet
parting
you all
word,
too.
anyone?
It's
Okay,
great
wonderful
meeting you
meeting you.
all. I
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to hearing from
Yes.
you all again.
Yes.
Yes,
yes.
Thais, we're definitely going to
Thanks
talk.
very
We are
All
definitely
right,
going
I'm
to
gonna
talk.
be
You
looking
too,
for you.
Professor.
Okay.
All
Suzanne,
right. Thank you
nice to
so
meet you as
much.
well.
And thank
Okay.
you,
Pleasure meeting you all.
Reverend Flo Chang-Ageda, for this platform. Thank you so much.
Okay, and thank you guys. Okay, have a wonderful night and a great new week.
Good night to all a good night.
Thank
Right.
you.
Good
Okay.
night.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye. Get home safely,
Bye-bye.
Sue.
Drive safely, Suzanne.